but essentially negatively. That's to the best of my understanding.
And some of them trying to relocate don't even go from the direct means. They start passing through the desert, all those stuff. Can you talk about that, please?
Exactly, like she has just observed. I also have had the opportunity of sharing the idea with some people that Nigerians who can't afford the ticket and the normal documentation procedures resort to taking a short route. And normally they will start from the north. Some of them will go to Kano or wherever and take embark on road transport. Their destination is Italy or other European countries. But you can imagine somebody heading to Italy and he prefers to go by road. They will go to the north. From the north, they will take a vehicle and get to Chad. From Chad, they now enter the Sahara Desert. And you know, life is very, very precarious in the desert.
Exactly.
There's likely no life there. Everywhere is dry.
No water, nothing.
No water. There's dehydration. In fact, somebody told me that a lot of the time, in that transit, that people follow vehicles and nobody stops. The vehicle continues on the journey. And when they get to Chad, they are exposed to all kinds of dangers. The security there are unfriendly. See, everybody's anonymous to them, so they deal with them whatever they want to do. So it's a really, really risky journey. And unfortunately, some people who embark on these journeys don't know what awaits them. It's just that desperation to leave the country that pushes them. And that's why
they don't even get to a destination. Some of them died on the way.
Exactly.
Died in the Mediterranean Sea, as always. They always, publish and all that.
Yeah.
It's really.
We got a report that
of concern, really.
Some of the security men, let me not call the country now, that what they normally do, the government tells them to go and force these migrants back to their home country, but that those security men are overzealous. They don't do that. They just push them into mid-sea and they puncture the flying boat.
Can you imagine?
And once they puncture the flying boat, you can imagine what will happen. Sometimes rescue doesn't come. Sometimes the rescue comes from other boats who are on different missions. But because they are not equipped for that kind of rescue mission, much of the victims get drowned in the sea. So the minuses are huge. The minuses are huge, and that is why we believe that it should be a concerted effort to checkmate this drive.
So take the second question.
The second question from Michael, he said, what can government do to improve infrastructure or facility? Well, I don't know whether government has another approach that it has not tinkered with already. There have been this call for governments at the state and local government levels to prioritize infrastructure. In other words, make provision of infrastructure a priority. But I don't know to what extent that local governments can do that. Honestly, that is a function for the federal government, because when you talk about transformers or all the other apparatus that you need to put electricity in place, is something that local and state governments cannot bear. And that's why people are always looking up to the federal government. Right now, we don't know why it has become difficult for the Nigerian government to address the issue of power. Exactly. Because this is what is very, very fundamental. Whether you talk about production, whether you even talk about basic comfort for people who are living, light or electricity is key. Why it has taken too long for the government to rest it is difficult to fathom. It's very, very difficult to fathom. But if government could do that, the artisans will find jobs. The other people who are, you have a lot of people now who can mend phones, who can do all kinds of artisan jobs that are also dependent on electricity. Those people will find jobs and they will sustain their families and will have less of crime in this country. That's actually what we are looking forward to.
And they will also remain in the country. They will not have that urge of trying to relocate and all that. They will remain here and work together.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Please, your final words.
Okay, I will appeal first again to the government, like we have said, to do or maybe intensify efforts to ensuring that basic infrastructure is available in the country. They should encourage the youths. There are vibrant youths. By virtue of being a lecturer, I see youths who are vibrant, who are bubbling for action, who want to contribute meaningfully to the development of their country, but the encouragement, the incentives are not just in place. And some of these youths, when they go out there, those of them who succeed in going out there, they succeed, they bring back,
excellently.
They do marvelously well there, which means that the capacity is there. It's just the enabling environment that is not in place. So in addition to what the government is already doing, we appeal that the government should do more so that our country will become the better. And then to individuals, so one needs to appeal to people. Don't go by the common trend. Don't go by the common information that colleagues may be passing around. They may be telling you that their life is very, very rosy out there.
They may not be.
Yes, they may not share with you what it takes to get out there. So you follow your own whims. I'm a Christian. Whatever I want to do, I pray. So if you're a Christian too, or whatever you believe in, probably you need to commit it to God, and then before you take a step of faith. And I know with that, we could all be better for it.
Thank you so much. You have already said it all. I just want to add that if you must travel, if you must relocate, please go the normal way. Get your documentations proper and go the right way. Don't go by road, that is like mentioned, passing through desert. That is very, very dangerous. And we have lost a lot of vibrant youth from this country that are trying to find this so-called greener pasture outside. And like he said, to attract a lot of envy too, those of them that will succeed. We had it not too long ago about South Africa, xenophobia, something like that. They mentioned about South Africa. Why? They're just jealous and envious of the success of Nigerians there. But anywhere Nigerian goes, God really endowed us with big, natural resources and brain and understanding. That anywhere we go, we always break through, and this will always attract envy and jealous. So be very careful. Want to travel? Well, I would advise again, let's sit out together and see how we can make Nigeria great and work. God will still help us to solve this problem. And government, please hear us again. This is not the first time. I know you have the power to do anything, and we can do it. We can solve this electricity issue once and for all. I know we can. Government, please help us to do this so that people will not be in a haste to leave the country. If we have all these infrastructures put in place in our country, it will attract, even investors and even those who thought we were going to run today, will even want to come to Nigeria to see what is happening. Let us make Nigeria great. A government, you have all it takes to do so. Hear us once and for all, and make so that our youth life will be secured and safe. Having said this, I want to thank our guests again for having time to be here, and the production crew for job nice done, especially the executive producer. I also want to thank viewers out there and audience here present for your time with us. And of course, I will not fail to mention our sponsors, Micro Investment Support Services Limited, Orange Insurance Brokers Limited, Life Action Plus, which normally called LAP, Gozi, Micro Insurance Limited, TDS High Tech, and Orange Publishing Limited. I want to thank you all for your support to making this program still on the air. And finally, I want to invite Sean B, artist Sean B, to sign out this program. Join us next week for another edition, same time, same station. Still stay safe. Vivid View, say and do it. Thank you for the participation. Thank you. This is from us, Vivid, and from one of our sponsors.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Yeah. See, take this one again. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
On this one now, don't be done now. Thank God for the sun, thank God for the rain, thank God for everything I've been this life. If I begin to tell you waiting I don't see, you go more for me, you go more for me, yeah. You go more for me, yeah. You go more for me. But I thank God for make me to be strong, to be focused. God for make me to be strong, to be focused. I know say everything gonna be okay one day. Woo! Hold on, be strong. Everything gonna be okay one day. Hold on, be strong. I say it'll be okay. One day, you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be, hold on. Hold on. Hey. Sometimes it be like say, I only was pass. Calm down, oh yeah.
That's all.
Money day, it does make you failure. Be strong, be strong. If you win today, it does make you a winner. Be focused. Oh yeah. Everything is gonna be okay. As I have life, I have hope.
This is VVV.